A military roadblock by a U.S. Senator stopping most military promotions may soon be torn down by his own colleagues. Several Republican senators now angrily challenging Tommy Tuberville for blocking more than 370 military promotions and nominations.
Tuberville's fellow GOP senators argued there are major national security implications to Tuberville's hold, which has lasted more than 8 months. It's all in protest over the Pentagon's abortion policy.
ABC's M. Wim, how the Senate president may finally change the way this issue is put to a vote.
After several months of gridlock where very few military promotions or nominations have been allowed to proceed because of the actions of one U.S. senator, anger from his fellow Republican senators spilling onto the Senate floor. Frustrated Republicans challenging Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville's blockade of more than 370 military nominations and promotions.
But why are we putting holds on war heroes?
No matter where you believe it or not, Senator Tuberville, this is doing great damage to our military.
One by one, GOP senators led by Alaska's Dan Sullivan, a colonel in the Marine Corps Reserve, read a list of 61 nominations out loud. And despite these promotions typically being one of the most bipartisan actions in the Senate, one by one, Tuberville rejected them. Tuberville's decision to block the advancement of military careers is in protest of the Pentagon's controversial policy, which covers the costs for troops who are stationed in states that restrict access to abortions, allowing them to travel to states where they can legally obtain the procedure.
I cannot simply sit idly by while the Biden administration injects politics in our military, injects politics in our military from the White House and spends taxpayers' dollars on abortion.
But in the wake of the escalating conflict in the Middle East and after the Marine Corps commandant was hospitalized after a medical emergency, frustrations boiled over.
Xi Jinping is watching this right now. He's loving this. So is Putin.
GOP senators argued Tuberville's hold harms military readiness and punishes officers whose promotions have already been approved and have no role in the Pentagon's policy. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is pressing forward with a new resolution that, if passed, could circumvent Tuberville's hold, temporarily allowing all nominations to be voted on all at once. M. Wynn, ABC News, Washington.
We're kind of in one of those weird spots where it's hot chocolate at night or hot coffee early in the morning, and then by the afternoon you got to have something with ice.
Iced tea.
Yeah, so kind of strange.
This is Texas fall weather right here. Big swings.
We're starting to do that swing thing because we started off the week chilly. It was cold, right? By the weekend, it's going to be warm, and next week we're going to be well above average. So depending on what kind of weather you like, you get the full spectrum here over the last 7 days. Let me show you a picture this morning. This came in from, let's see here, Fair Oaks Ranch, and that is a beautiful shot. And they're asking, what kind of cloud formation is this? But we had some mid-level clouds this morning. Sometimes we can get these cloud streets that develop. Clouds form in lines. It's the moisture coming back, and then you get some turbulence in the atmosphere, and you can get these kind of interesting formations. But very cool shot there out of Fair Oaks Ranch. We appreciate it. Those clouds have since gone away, and now we're left with quite a bit of sun here in San Antonio, pushing temperatures up to 59. Most of the country is starting to thaw out a little bit after what it was a pretty cold stretch there. If you saw some of the video, places like Chicago and Milwaukee and Cleveland got snow on Halloween. It was cold. 32 International Falls, 27 in Bismarck. 2 places still below freezing, but in general, the country is starting to warm up, and that includes here in Texas, where we've got temperatures in the 50s, 60s, and 70s now, and it's going to warm to pretty mild levels this afternoon. Here's a look at our forecast. 67 at 4 o'clock, 67 at 5 p.m. That's our high today, and then temperatures will fall from there. But it's not going to be overly cold tonight, as temperatures will only dip down to about 50 or so by tomorrow morning. Coming up, we'll look at the weekend next week as well. Are there any rain chances in sight? More on that in just a few minutes, guys.
Thank you, Justin. A new study has found that hormone replacement therapy could protect the female brain from Alzheimer's disease and dementia, but only if the hormones are taken when menopausal symptoms begin, usually when a woman is in her 40s and 50s. This is according to a study that reduced the risk of dementia by 26%. On the other hand, if a woman started hormone therapy after the age of 65 or more than 10 years after the start of her menopause, the risk of dementia actually rose. The hormone estrogen is a master regulator that plays a key role in glucose uptake and metabolism. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little of that, what I'm talking about. It's also helping the brain rewire, reorganize, and make new connections.
Toyota recalling nearly 2 million RAV4 compact SUVs. The company says that over 1.8 million vehicles model years 2013 to 2018 may carry a fire risk caused by a replacement battery. Some of the batteries have incorrect dimensions, which could cause them to shake loose and start a fire if the vehicle makes a sharp turn. Toyota said it is working to remedy the issue at no cost to owners. Those affected by the recall will be notified in December. In the meantime, owners can enter their info on their vehicle into the Toyota website or the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration website for recalls.
YouTube putting in some safeguards. It's going to try and avoid sending teen users potentially harmful content into rabbit holes. The platform plans to limit repeated content recommendations for videos and certain topics, including content that idealizes certain body weights. YouTube is also going to stop repeated recommendations to teens for content that displays social aggression in non-contact fights and intimidation. The change came about as a result of YouTube's work with its advisory board of third-party youth wellness experts. The company found certain content might not be harmful as a single video, but it becomes problematic for some teens if viewed in repetition.
Hey, if you don't want to tip your DoorDash driver, then you got to get ready because it may take a little longer for you to get your food. That is according to a warning message that the food delivery service has tested out. If you're a customer and you try to place an order without a tip, you'll see a pop-up message that reads, quote, orders with no tip might take longer to get delivered. The message goes on to say the drivers can pick which orders they want to pick up quick. If it takes longer for the order to get accepted, it means that your driver is probably not happy with you and it's going to be a little slower. However, a DoorDash spokesperson told CNN that the message is just a test, but she added that Dashers have the freedom to accept or reject offers based on whether or not they think they're valuable.
Meantime, rideshare drivers in New York may be eligible to get some serious back pay. The New York Attorney General's office announcing a $328 million settlement with Uber and Lyft. The investigations found that the companies withheld certain pay from drivers and prevented them from receiving benefits under New York labor laws. So, as part of the settlement, Uber's going to pay $290 million. Lyft will pay $38 million. The companies will also institute improvements in working conditions like minimum earnings floors and guaranteed paid sick leave. More than 100,000 drivers in New York are eligible for settlement funds and these expended benefits. For some folks, Christmas decorating is a full-time job, and a warehouse here in San Antonio is at the center of that business, and they took it to heart. We're going to take a look at how they work year-round to spread Christmas cheer during the holidays.
All right, here's one for you starfish hunters when you go to the beach. Through molecular analysis of their genes, scientists have decided that a starfish is mostly just a big head. Who knew? They say over time, starfish evolved to lose their bodies and become only heads. The lead author said fossilized starfish ancestors appear to have a trunk. An accompanying opinion piece said starfish are like disembodied head walking around the seafloor on their lips that sprouted little tube feet. So the arms are not actually arms, but more like extensions of their head. Seriously?
That's weird. Okay, none of us have cats, right?
I do.
You have cats?
Yeah, Sam.
Listen to this.
Samantha.
Your cat, Sam, may seem distant and out of reach, David, but new research shows that he's actually pretty expressive. Researchers filmed 53 cats at a cat cafe in California. Of course, that's in California. for a year. They had more than 3 hours of footage featuring 186 feline interactions, and they captured 276 distinct facial expressions. The study's authors found that 45% of the expressions were friendly, 37% were aggressive. Now researchers want to figure out what those expressions mean.
She's got a lot of expressions.
Most cats are like, get away from me.
Yeah, well, that's one of them. Like, leave me alone. Don't touch me.
Humans, yuck.
Yeah. Why are you bothering me right now?
Exactly.
As we go outside for you, we got blue skies. Temperatures are starting to jump into the 60s. Officially at the airport, 59's our high so far, but it will be in the 60s today. We'll be below average, which is fantastic. The record low, by the way, is 31, set back in 1966. So it goes to show you we can get below freezing this time of year, but that is not in the forecast. In fact, temperatures warm up. Look at that 7-day coming up.
By the way, if you've noticed, I shave every day, but I haven't shaved because it's No Shave November, and Justin removed his beard to start over because it's
that's
No
what
Shave
was
November.
different.
Yeah, that's it.
I was looking at Justin's face going, there's something different.
So.
Oh, you're
A lot
back
of
to
people
baby
are saying I look
face.
younger.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm just
you're back to
saying.
baby face.
Yeah, and we're just getting started, so we got a lot of information coming out about how you can support us, help us raise money for awareness and research for cancer. So
We do it every year, and last year was a big year. We were able to raise some good money. And
Weren't we like top of the list in the nation?
I believe so, and it made us really proud. It's a fantastic cause for cancer research, and we want to be able to find a cure for cancer, and that's why we do it every year. That's why we bug you every November. I know some people don't like the beards, but it's just a good way for us to communicate to you, hey, you know, why are you growing a beard? So we can tell you why. But the website is live. You can go to our website, KSAT12. There's a link if you are so inclined to donate. We'd certainly appreciate it. So anyway, No Shave November here. We'll be talking about it most of the month. Let's go outside for you. We got blue skies once again, a few clouds working through, and temperatures right now are starting to jump into the 60s, although officially at the airport we're still at 59. 58 New Braunfels, 57 Seguin. There is a 60-degree reading. Weirdly enough, in Kerrville, it's usually the cold spot, but not today. Up to 60 there, and we've got a very, very light southeasterly wind. Obviously no wind chill because, as David knows so well, once you get above 50 degrees, no wind chill. No wind chill, so we're not going to worry about that anymore. Here's a look at the forecast high temperatures across the country. And as I said off the top of this show, most of the country is starting to warm up. We were in a pretty cold spell there for a while. It's still pretty chilly across the northern tier states, but not bitter cold. 60 in St. Louis, 50 the forecast high in Chicago today, even the East Coast to be in the 50s. Most of Texas in the 60s, a warm spot. That's where it has been all year out there in Phoenix. 86 the forecast high there, which is pretty warm even for this time of year. Here's a look at the weekend forecast. 78 Saturday, 81 Sunday. Looks pretty good. Mostly cloudy skies, perhaps both days. We'll see some high clouds. It's not going to be cloudy all the time. The sun will pop out. It'll just be more filtered sun. But a pretty good weekend with more humidity showing up on Sunday. We did notice some clouds today. They've stayed mostly south of San Antonio. If you're south of Pleasanton, there actually is a cloudy stretch there from Pleasanton down towards the Corpus Christi area. But here in San Antonio, the sun is out. You go west of I-35, it's perfectly sunny. And we'll continue to see that through the afternoon. Bigger picture here, and you can see some of that moisture that's trying to come back in from South Texas. So from the valley up to about Corpus Christi and just south of Pleasanton there, we do have overcast skies. But I think those clouds probably stay just south of us today and get kind of deflected off to the east. Although in the coming days, again, we will see more cloud cover. Quite a bit of rain and snow up across the Pacific Northwest, and then there's a little area of low pressure. There's no rain or anything with it right now, but it sits just off the coast of California. This does work in our direction, and this is one of the reasons I think we see more clouds over the weekend. Normally, this would probably generate some rain, but in this case, it really doesn't. We don't have enough moisture to really work with. And so we're going to keep rain out of the forecast with this particular system. Here it is in the 7-day forecast. 74 Friday, 78 Saturday, 81 Sunday as we showed you. And then next week looks downright warm. It'll be above average. So it's that swinging back and forth. You know, we show you the averages this time of year, but you can't pay too close attention to those because really it's a lot of back and forth. And we'll continue to see that throughout the month of November, guys.
No shave November.
No shave November.
You know, even though we haven't got to Thanksgiving yet, still about 3 weeks away from today, workers around town are putting the final touches on Christmas decorations, and some of them are going to be on display in very well-known places. A look at the business that works all year to spread Christmas cheer.
We haven't even gotten to Thanksgiving yet, and Christmas is beyond that. But there are some little elves that have been working all summer long to put holiday magic in a box.
Patty Santos takes us to Reindeer Trail, where Christmas happens all year long.
All those gingerbread shingles and chocolate Kris Kringles.
There's a place in San Antonio where the Christmas songs never stop.
This is our production area. Just a bunch of elves, very busy walking away.
Covered in glitter and garland, these elves have worked all summer long, putting the holiday cheer in some of the most luxurious homes and hotels in the nation.
We've had some products in some Hallmark movies in the past, so that's been really, really exciting.
Caroline Pueller, vice president of Seasonscapes, can't say their names, but says her trees have graced the homes of some famous clients.
Ornaments!
Pueller lives and breathes Christmas 365 days a year. And it all starts right here in a San Antonio warehouse.
So we have different stations that work. So, we'll have one person that's making all of the bows and the loops, ribbon loops for the trees. Then we've got Liz here doing all of the branch displays.
The warehouse could be mistaken for the North Pole with lots and lots of ornaments. So far this year, more than 600 Christmas trees and thousands of garlands have been trimmed and shipped. And for customers, it's as easy as opening up a box and fluffing and shaping the already decorated tree. Ready in 10 minutes.
I think the biggest tree that we've built this year is 24 feet, and we've done 2 of those already.
You're in awe, and I know what you're thinking. I want to try that on my tree.
Do you ever do classes? Because I feel like I could take a class, and a lot of people would love to be able to know how to do something like that.
You know what? I don't. We have started doing a little bit of that on Instagram, just a few tips as we coming up to the holiday season.
Her trees will bring Christmas magic to many local bank lobbies and hotels on the Riverwalk. Pueller says if you spot one, know there's a little elf magic in each one.
There's a team of people that lovingly put that together, and it's not easy.
Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
Multiple organizations coming together to help raise money for the Muscular Dystrophy Association. Fill the Boot. The San Antonio Professional Firefighters Association Local 624 and the San Antonio Fire Department looking to raise money for the MDA through their Fill the Boot campaign.
And it's happening right now through Friday. You're going to see firefighters out on the streets of San Antonio. They're going to be holding a boot and asking you to donate by filling the boot with cash. It's always a good time.
It is. So watch out for them on the corners of the streets out there.
Okay, we're back on churro duty.
Yeah, where are they?
They are right there.
There.
Yes. Ted has the churros. We're going to get to that in a second. First of all, a very special guest today.
Carlos Mencia!
And you can eat me too. No, I'm kidding. No, I am not a churro. I am not a churro.
He's in down at the Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club this weekend, and we're going to have a very fun conversation coming up with him. All right, back to the churros. Where's your favorite spot to get churros?
All right, let us know. Scan that QR code. We know where our favorite spot is, and we'll tell you and when the show continues in
Would
just
you like
a bit.
a churro? Yes.
Okay.
Jen, Day of the Dead, you are going with more celebrations, right?
That's right. Sounds like you guys are having a great time over there. Yes, we're here at the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center with these gorgeous dancers behind me, and they have a free celebration that they're doing tonight. Belinda's joining me now, and you're going to give us a preview in a minute, right?
Absolutely. We're going to have a wonderful event tonight.
I'm so excited. We'll send it back to you. I can't wait for you guys to see the dance. Look how amazing they look.
And speaking of wonderful events coming up this weekend.
The Diwali Festival. We are going to give you a sneak peek.
Yes, indeed. It is literally taking over all of downtown. And that and a whole lot more coming up on SA Live. I shall share my churro with you.
He always shares his churros with me. Thank you.